Hi, Taryn Friday here. Nice to connect with you all again. Um, so today I want to spend a little bit of time just reflecting on where we at this point in time, and an invitation to go on a little bit of a journey with me. I've been doing quite a lot of work with people across the corporate space and also just generally with my clients. And in the midst of this COVID uh, pandemic that we're experiencing and all the lockdown and working from home and the grief and the pain and the loss that we're all experiencing, it's very clear that there's a huge level of burnout and depletion that is happening for many of us. I've recently done a research project where I've spoken to over 75 people and have been interviewing them about the impact this is having on them. And I'm starting to notice, and those of you that have done my well-being assessment, if you haven't, I will link it below, um, that we have such different levels of fatigue that is happening. I call it my fatigue is not your fatigue. We all have different levels of experience that are going on for us. And so that translates into a feeling of depletion and overwhelm, um, apathy, even lethargy, depression to some extent. And as I've started to play with it, I'm starting to see that when we work with ourselves as holistic human beings, and we understand that we have a physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual part of us, each of these have different ways of replenishing, of becoming full of life. And that means that each of these has a different role that it's playing into the way that you may be feeling at this point in time. And this doesn't mean it needs to be negative or positive. It's not right or wrong. It's just the experiencing you're having. And so the question is, what can you do to revive, to replenish? Replenish is about coming back to a place of wholeness, to connect back to the life force within you. How do we re-energize, reignite, and remind ourselves of the life force that is within us? When we allow ourselves to just kind of go along with the flow at the moment, it's easy to let the energy that is around us become quite draining and depleting, because it is tough. There is no doubt about it. This is not about being a victim at all. This is about a reality that we're going through one of the largest transformations on earth at the moment, and learning how to connect with yourself, trust yourself, and treat yourself well is a really big part of this journey. This isn't about trying to be perfect. This isn't even about trying to discover anything. It's just about what are the small practices that I can put in my life that revive me to a place of fullness and wholeness, so I have more energy to be able to face what is going on in my world. And so the invitation is to the Revive program. I'm running a 12-day online group coaching program. And that sounds big and it sounds difficult, but it's not. The intended is a very light-hearted way of introducing you to self-care practices, ways to connect to your body, heal your heart, clear your mind, and inspire your spirit again. And so in the 12 days, the first thing is every day you will receive an email in your inbox, and it's going to have the worksheets or the video or whatever it is that is for that day. Very fun, very light-hearted, very practical, very playful is the approach that we're taking. You will also be invited to be part of a WhatsApp group. If you choose not to be part of the WhatsApp group, that's fine. But if you'd like to participate in it, every day the reminders will come on there, and it'll be an opportunity to interact with me, to ask questions and to share about the program itself. There are 2 live video calls, and so that's on Monday the 12th. So we're starting in 7 days' time, Monday the 12th, in the evening at 7 o'clock in South African time, and the following Monday, there is 2 live video calls. Those are an hour and a half, 90 minutes of interactive engagement, where I'll introduce you to so many different thoughts and tools. In between that, every day you will receive, and you can look at the whole program outline. It's there on the website, on the links that I've set to this. But every day you will receive an email or on WhatsApp a link to either a video or to a tip sheet for the day. And So the videos are going to talk about things like pleasure and comfort and connection, playfulness, creativity. And in the tip sheets, we're going to look at how do we connect back to our body? What are the tips for our sleeping habits? What are the tips for our rituals during the day on our emotional level, physical level, emotional level, physical level, spiritual level, etc., etc. So I hope you join me. It is not there to add to your depletion. It is a beautiful journey of small ways of reconnecting back to that vital life force that's in you, so that we can move through this place with a level of empathy and kindness and compassion and care for ourselves and each other as we navigate new times. So all the details are below. Feel free to ask me any questions if you want to, and I look forward to you joining me. We got 7 days. It is only 500 Rand. If for any reason that seems way outside the range of what you can do and you're really needing this, then please contact me. There's a couple of spots that I can make available. Sending lots of love. Namaste.